प्रेम से बोलिए उमापति महादेव की जय। श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। सकल पंच की जय। जय सीताराम। Dear devotees, I kindly ask you, let's stand please as we join in Arati. For any reason you can't stand, stay seated as we glorify Shankar Bhagavan, Shiv Maha Purana and the various divinities. Hari Om Sajayam Cha Varte Sanyuktam Vahinayojitam Maya Deepam Grahana Devesha Trailokya Timirapaham Deepanam. Jai Shiva Omkara Har Jai Shiva Omkara Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Ardhan Gitara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Swami Hari Shiva Omkara Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Adi Gange Dhara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Panchanan Raji Swami Panchanan Raji Panchanan Karunasana Panchanan Karunasana Vrishabhavan Sati Om Jai Shiva Omkara Bhujati Sohi Swami Rasa Bhujati Sohi O Teen Hiro Panirakta Teen Hiro Panirakta Tribhuvan Janam Mohi Om Jai Shiva Omkara Akshmala Padmala Mundamala Swami Mundamala Dhari O Chandanam Brigam Matasoye Chandanam Brigam Matasoye Bhali Shubhalari Om Jai Shiva Omkara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Swami Hari Shiva Omkara Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Adi Gange Dhara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Sritambar Pitambar Vagambar Ange Swami Vagambar Ange Sandakadik Brahmadik Sandakadik Prikadik Sangi Om Jai Shiva Omkara Parke Bijak Mandala Chakra Trishula Swami Chakra Trishula Dharita O Jaga Jag Bharata Jag Karita Jag Bharata Jag Sambhar Karita Om Jai Shiva Omkara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Swami Hari Shiva Omkara Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Adi Gange Dhara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Jan जानत अभी देखा,
स्वामी जानत अभी देखा।
प्राण पाक शर्म के,
प्राण वाच शर्म के, तीनों ही देखा। ओम जय शिव ओंकारा।
यह आरती शिव जी की, जो कोई नर गावे,
स्वामी जो कोई नर गावे।
भक्त शिवानंद स्वामी,
कहत शिवानंद स्वामी,
सुख संपत्ति पावे।
ओम जय शिव ओंकारा।
ओम
जय शिव ओंकारा। स्वामी हर शिव ओंकारा। ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव, हर गंगेधारा। ओम जय शिव ओंकारा। ओम जय शिव ओंकारा। ओम जय शिव ओंकारा।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय।
प्रेम से बोलिए उमापति महादेव की जय, सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय, आदि शक्ति जगदम्बे माता की जय, श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, बोलो श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवता की जय, सकल पंच की जय जय सीताराम। आपकी आसन लीजिए, प्लीज टेक योर सीट्स। The most cordial and special welcome to one and all and those yet to come, especially those who join with us on our Facebook page, streaming live by members of the youth group of the Nagar Hindu Temple, branch number 67 of the SDMS of Ojo Road in Sant Grande, Trinidad, West Indies. A most cordial and special welcome. I want to specifically acknowledge the esteemed presence of Pandit Sanjeev, officiating at the Bedi. He's always there to humble with us in any Yagya. Pandit Uttam, who is there. Holy Brahmana Lalan himself, members of the Kirtan Mandali, and all bhaktas and devotees who are here. Having had puja, arti, we now join in Prabhu's katha. So let us sit upright. And devotees once more, through the third eye, focus upon Bhagwan Shankar. Visualize this is the time of Maha Shiv Purana, specifically dedicated to him. Visualize him sitting, devotees, in that yogic posture. He sits on the tiger, devotees, tiger skin. He has the loincloth of the tiger skin around him. His hair is in a jata, and flowing from that jata is Ganga Mata. He has the trisul next door with the damru on it. Nandi upon which he travels is next door. In that yogic posture, every time he enters into meditation, that lotus-like feet of Shri Ram is imprinted in his heart, and that name Ram is always on his lip. Tonight, O Prabhu, we consider ourselves highly blessed, for you yourself have said, Punya Punya Binumilahina Santa, that only when your grace is showered and good karmas accumulate by a devotee, then one is blessed to be in holy environments like this. So Lord, by your grace, we have this privilege to be here in this first of the 3 nights of the Shiv Purana Yagya organized by the Mandir throughout the whole of the land. In every Mandir you'll hear Shiv Purana Yagyas taking place, some 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, 5 nights, 7 nights, depending. So we are blessed this night once more, devotees, as we have this privilege to join in Bhagwan, this holy environment of Satasang, and to engross ourselves in the kathas of the Shiv Maha Purana. So as you focus upon him, let us rever the various divinities, beginning with Shri Ganesh. Hari Om. Sri Ganeshaya Namaha, Sri Saraswatiyai Namaha, Shri Guru Charana Kamalibhyo Namo Namaha. Om Yam Brahma Vedanta Vido Vadante Param Pradhanam Purushanta Thanye Veshwargate Karanam Ishwaram Va Tasmai Namo Vigna Vinashanaya Vinadhare Vepula Mangalatana Shile Bhaktarti Nashini Viranchi Kari Shavande Kirti Prate Akhil Manorat De Maharahe Vidya Pratayani Saraswati Naumi Nityam. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Guru Namaha. Nilambuja Shamal Kombalangam Sita Samarapitavam Bhagam Panu Mahashayak Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvan Sanatam. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kansa Chanur Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagat Guru. Namah Sharvaya Shantaya Shambhave Shambhave Namaha Videshwar Namastubhyam Bhuteshwar Namostute Karapura Gauram Karuna Avataram Sansara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hirdayar Vrinde Bhavam Bhavami Sahitam Namami Vande Deva Umapati Masuru Guru Vande Jagat Karanam Vande Panagabhushanam Mrigadharam Vande Pashunam Patim. Om Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhashamangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhyaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nagaraya Namah Shivaya. Om Bantakini Salida Chandana Charchitaya Nandishwar Primatnatha Maheshwaraya Mandara Pushpa Bahu Pushpa Supujitaya Tasmai Bakaraya Namah Shivaya. Om Shivaya Gauri Varna Vajavrinda Suryaya Dakshadvarana Sakaya Shri Neelakanthaya Brikadvajaya Tasmai Shri Karaya Namah Shivaya. Om Vashishta Kumbhura Bhava Gautam Arya Munindra Divarachita Shekaraya Chandrak Vaishwanar Lochanaya Tasmai Bhakaraya Namah Shivaya. Om Yag Hari Om Yagaswarupaya Jatadharaya Pinakahastaya Sanatanaya Divyaya Devaya Digambaraya Tasmaya Karaya Namah Shivaya. ॐ पंच अक्षरमिदं पुण्यं यः प्रतीकशिव सनिधः शिवलोकमावाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदिते। ॐ नमः शिवाय, ॐ नमः शिवाय, ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ जयन्ती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्रे स्वः स्वधा नमोऽस्तुते। नमस्तुते व्यास विशाल बुधे फूलोर्वेन्द्र यतपत्र नेत्रम येन त्वया भारत तल्यपूर्णं प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानं प्रदीपम। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज ओ निज मन मुकुर सुधा सुमीरा पावन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु हर हो कलेश उमापति महादेव जी की जय शरणम। नाथ मम संकट हरो हरे। बोलो श्री हरिओम उमापति महादेव की जय। We join devotees in the Sumiran or the invocation to the Shiv Maha Purana. And again let me stress why. The human mind is considered to be chanchal, which is very unstable. It is compared to the animal, the monkey, how the monkey is unstable, so this mind is, it can drift away so very quickly. We want the mind to stay attracted and glued to the glories of Shankar Bhagavan. Just as the bee, when it discovers nectar in the flower, how it becomes attracted and glued to the nectar, such will become the state of the mind. When you meditate on the Shiv Maha Purana and Shankar Bhagavan, even devotees, you simply rever or acknowledge this Sumiran, Bhagwan Shankar will shower that grace. So concentrate on Bhagwan Shankar, the Shiv Maha Purana, as we join in the invocation. Gauri Shankar Pad Kabal Prema Sahit Hi Alai Shrimad Shambhu Puran Ki Bhasha Rachau Subhai Shruti Sam Vedanadi Shiva Sambat Sachidanan Nirguna Brahma Vilakshayeka Ki Dhyayami Sukhakan Jabki Maya Paya Jagata Bhavapalan Layapumai Swabhu Swayambhu Lasu Bala Pavat Gaurabatoy Tinako Madhava Ravi Gana Bhisha Shiva Yuta Dhyan Joni Jajan Ke Agar Sakal Ki Chin Me Deta Bahai Mata Pita Guru Bharati Veda Vyasa Munish Prema Sahit Kar Jor Kar Sabhi Navavahushish Sapta Samhita Sahita Shri Shri Shiva Purana Sukhadan Bhukti Mukti Dayak Sugama Kahat Jivan Ke Pran Kashi Palak Shiva Sumire Girija Ganapati Dhyan Shubha Videshwar Samhita Tika Likhat Banai Umapati Mahadev Ji Ki Jai Sharanam Natham Sankat Haru Hari बोलो उमापति महादेव की जय. We crave once more the blessings of Goddess Saraswati. May she bless us that may we always have that sharp and broad intellect, good memory, eloquence in our speech, melody in our voice, creativity in our hands, mastering musical instruments, all in the field of fine arts and talents. Praise to Devi Mata. Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata.
Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata.
Oh Jai 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 Shri Ramarati Kama.
Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata.
Oh
Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata.
Prathama Vinavamai Sri Ganesha ko Duje Saraswati Maa. Dije Mai Vinavati ne Deva Pujo Yakh Sri Jaha. Dije Mai Vinavati ne Deva Pujo Yakh Sri Jaha.
Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata.
Oh Jai 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 Sri Ramarati Kama.
Jai 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 Shri Saraswati Mata.
Oh Jai 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 Shri
Saraswati Mata.
चौथे मैं विनापा पंच सभी को ज्ञान तुझे उलझा. श्री शिव पुराण अनुपम करनी सागर पार करा. O Sri Shiv Purana Anupam Karni Sagar Par Kara.
Jai Jai Jai
Shri Saraswati
Mata.
Oh Jai 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 Sri Ramarati Kama.
Jai Jai Jai
Sri
Saraswati Mata.
Oh Jai 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 Sri Saraswati Mata. Oh
Jai Jai Jai
Sri Saraswati
Mata.
बोलो श्री सरस्वती माता की जय. We remind ourselves again of this noble pathway of life. We follow Sanatan Dharam. Devotees, and let your children know they follow a pathway of life that is second to none in the universe. You didn't borrow this from anybody. It has been handed down by our forefathers. It is so rich. When you analyze Sanatan Dharam, you'll realize how rich it is, how beneficial and meritorious it is, that it is worth giving your whole life, sacrificing your whole life for it. When our forefathers came here in 1845, one of the earliest observations and celebrations they brought was Shivratri. Shivratri was early, very early in the calendar. Right? All of us knew growing up as little children of Maha Shiv Purana this night. Unknowing devotees, the greatest of this night, it equals the merits of a person who will worship Lord Shiva for a whole year. You get it on Shivratri night. So protect your dharma, and your dharma will protect you. Do not, devotees, swerve from that pathway, but stand firm like a soldier. Kako ek baar ye mitro, sanatan dharam ki jai ho.
कहो एक बार हे मित्रो, सनातन धर्म की जय हो।
करो प्रचारो दुनिया में, सनातन धर्म की जय हो।
करो प्रचार दुनिया में, सनातन धर्म की जय हो।
सनातन धर्म रक्षाहित हजारों कम मेरे रन में।
सनातन धर्म रक्षाहि हजारों कात तेरे रन में। कभी मुझको नहीं होगा, सनातन धर्म की जय हो।
सनातन
धर्म की जय हो।
सनातन धर्म की
जय हो।
प्रेम से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की। Let us pray शंकर भगवान। जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी।
जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी।
ओ जय हे त्रिलोचन, जय दुख मोचन, जय हे मंगलकारी।
जय जय जय
त्रिपुरारी,
जय 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 त्रिपुरारी।
मुक्ति प्रदायक शरण तरंगे, शीश जताबे शोभित गंगे।
मोक्ति प्रदायक शरण तरंगे, शीश जटावे शोभित गंगे।
अंग विभूतर नाये भोले, जय कैलाश बिहारी।
जय जय
जय त्रिपुरारी,
जय 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 त्रिपुरारी।
ओ जय हे त्रिलोचन, जय दुख मोचन, जय हे मंगलकारी।
जय 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 त्रिपुरारी, जय 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 त्रिपुरारी।
गले रुद्र की माँ, गति न मृगछाल, भस्म तनु साजे।
गले रांध की माँ, गते न मृगछाल, भास्म तनु साजे।
ओ तो की चंद्र सोये भाग, हिम्मत दिन काल तमरू बाजे। दूषण कंदन की, जय जगवंदन की।
जय
त्रिशूल
धरधारी, जय
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 जय त्रिपुरारी।
जय 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 त्रिपुरारी।
ओ जय हे त्रिलोचन, जय दुख मोचन, जय हे मंगलकारी। जय 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 त्रिपुरारी,
त्रिपुरारी।
प्रेम से बोलिए उमापति महादेव की जय। Devotees, Maha Shivratri falls on the 14th, the lunar date of the dark period of the month called Phalgun, which we are in right now. And at this time, you will find temples and even devotees who are conscious of themselves as Hindus. Everyone is fasting and preparing in fact for this grand occasion of Maha Shivratri. As I said, all temples you will see activated depend on how they can organize. 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, 5 nights, etc. We have organized at 3 nights. And here you will be listening now, all the focus will be on Shankar Bhagavan. And the text that really dedicates to him is one of the 18 Purans we have in Hinduism called the Shiv Purana or the Maha Shiv Purana. It specifically deals devotees with this. So in Naimisharan Kshetra, where the 88,000 rishis have assembled, and other places too, you have these kathas have been taken place. But here in Naimisharan, Sri Suji Maharaj, just as we mentioned in Satnarayan Vrat Katha, explains to Saunakadi Rishio and the 88,000 rishis there. As Saunak had posed questions to him, so devotees, he relates to him in this way. Now, the Shiv Mahapuran contains 24,000 sloks or Sanskrit meters, divided into 7 volumes. Okay? So in no way, absolutely no way, can we read this whole book in 3 nights. It cannot. So we will look at, probably choose kathas and devotees, try to enlighten you. But it says at the beginning, the Mahatma, which is the great essence of this Shiv Mahapuran, it should be dealt with also. So the Sri Sukdev Maharaj Muni relates, Sri Suji Maharaj in fact, relates devotees to the 88,000 rishis. And what he says, devotees, let us find out. Hari Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswatiyai Namaha Guru Charan Kamale Bhyo Namo Namam. Hari Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya. Gauri Gira Ganapati Giresh Hari Om Guru Be Mahi Ko Shiranaye Shiva Mahatma Ko Bhasha Tilak Janhi Ko Likhat Banaye Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai. Hari Om हे को सुत को महात्मा को ज्ञान सर्व को सिद्धांत को विप्र प्रभो. हरिओम अख्याना ही में को कथा को संसारं पुराना को ना को विंशते है सपुत्रा याक्षर को स. हरिओम श्री भक्ति वी के को हरिओम को वर्ण को कथम. हरिओम श्री स्विकार में को निराश. ओम श्री सतक्षणय को कियते को कथम. जीवा को सुरा को ता प्राप्ता. हरिओम प्रायोद घोरे को कला बिना. तस्य को संशोध को ने. हरिओम किंग को विधे. हरिओम पेरमायनम. यद की को स्थित को वस्तु को परमरंग श्रेयरंग को संश्रय को. हरिओम य उत्तमम पावनं को पावनानं. हरिओम श्री साधनं को तरदाधुना. श्री उमापति महादेव की जय. श्री सूर्य महाराज बोले कि हे सौनकादि ऋषियों मन वचन कर्म सुनो. Surji Maharaj relates about the Shiv Mahapuran. And what he says, Hari Om. Saunak in fact had put a question to Surji Maharaj. So Saunak asked Sud, Hari Om. Mahapandit sabko sidwan ke ko. Hari Om Sri जानने को वाला है. महाप्रभु को बुझे को आपको विशेषकर को पुराणों की कथा को सार सुनाई है. सपुत्र भक्ति से को विवेक को विस्तार कर को वृद्धि को प्राप्त होता है. सज्जन अपने को किस को प्रकार. हरिओम शोधत को करते सो को आप कहिए है. Here devotees Saunak asked Suji Maharaj that, "O great master, you are who blessed with the intellect and the knowledge of all the scriptures and philosophy and so on. Please tell me the essentials, devotees, of this great Shiv Maha Purana in detail. How one again should conduct himself and so on, and to prepare for good devotion, devotees, and to get the power of discrimination to know what is right from wrong, how that can flourish in an individual. Please tell me. How again base feelings disappear from a person. What are the base feelings and negative qualities that we harbor? Kama, Krodha, Mada, Lobha, Hankar, and so on. How can we get rid of them? All right? By good people. He says, इस घोर के कलियुग के जीव को असुरता के को प्राप्त हुआ है, उनके को शुद्धता को प्राप्त किया है, स्वाप कहिए है जो को वस्तु, परम को और को उत्तम को, हरिओम कल्पियान को दायक है, जो को पावनों की भी को पावन तथा उत्तम साधन, हरिओम होई वहाँ आपको हमें कहिए है, श्री उमापति महादेव की जय. Saunak is asking Suti Maharaj, in this Kali Yuga age, devotees, that we are in right now, every human being, devotees, in fact every living being, right, will become demonic in action to some extent or the other. Right? The great people themselves will fall to that low status then, because of the impact of the age, of the characteristics of Kali Yuga itself. Okay? What again is the effective remedy to cure that, to prevent it and so on, that the good one could move up the ladder, both spiritually and materially, and still achieve oneness with Prabhu? Tell me again about the great means, devotees, to achieve again, and the perfect welfare, how to have progression in your life, devotees, happiness in your life and so on, and the holiest of all the holiest ways by which we could practice in order to rise both spiritually and materially. Hari Om. जिनके साधन के को शीघ्र की को आत्मा को शुद्ध की हो जाता है, हे तात सदा को निर्मल को चिंता वालों को शिव की को प्राप्त होते हैं. What again is that? The practice of which, devotees, purifies the soul. Right? Remember our mission. What is our mission here? In God's creation, there are 8,400,000 species of lives. When you get to come as a human, is the highest body, but we are on a mission here. And what is the mission here? That when the time comes to leave it, the soul really should merge back in oneness with God. Be ready, shouldn't come back here though. What has caused you to come back here is karmas committed, and karmas is caused because of attachment to materialism. And once you commit karmas, you have to return devotees to burn them out. Tell me again, what purifies the Atma of the soul? And which is that which enables a man of understanding, devotees, to attain Bhagavan Shankar himself? What it is, let me know. Hari Om. Sri Suji Maharaj bole ki he saunakadi rishio man vachan karma suno. So Suji replied to him, हरि ओम. तुमको धन्य हो जो कथा श्रवण करने में को तुम्हारी को प्रीति है, इस कारण के बुद्धि ने सो विचार कर इस उत्तम को हरि ओम शाख को करता है. He said, you are blessed indeed, O Saunak, as you have the wish to hear. The Satasangi devotees never get fed up of Bhagwan's katha. The more he hears, the more he wants to hear. No matter if he hears 100 times, he still wants to hear 101 times. You never get fed up with Prabhu's katha. So not that Saunak didn't know of these kathas, but by asking the question, the knowledge will come that we will be able to elevate ourselves. I will tell you again the greatest of the sacred laws again. I will tell you about it. Listen again, put your mind. Man vachan karam se means to apply yourself in thoughts, in words and deed, and listen to what I tell you. Hari Om Narayanaye Bhakti Kevalam. इसी प्रकार को हरि ओम सबको सिद्धांत में को युक्त भक्ति को आदि का बढ़ाने वाला, हरि ओम शिव का को संतोष करने वाला, को परम को दिव्य को रसाया रूप है. He said, Saunak ji, listen, there's a divine cure, devotees, that evolves from out of all religious texts that we have. There's a cure for the troubles of Kali Yuga, and it has evolved out of the religious texts that we have. All right? And devotees, and it also bestows again upon an individual the heightening of true devotion to his lotus-like feet. You will also develop that devotion to him. Okay? It is again, devotees, removes the great fear of Kal. Who is Kal? Kal is Bhagwan himself as the time spirit, death. It tells you the scripture, death does be waiting like a cobra, set ready to strike, to take the soul from this body. So it removes the fear from the heart about the issue of Kal approaching in this way. Okay? And this has been narrated by Shankar Bhagwan himself. He himself gave this knowledge. Hari Om. और संत कुमारों की को उपदेश के को कलयुग में को प्राप्तियों को निमित्त को व्यास जी इसमें को संक्षेप करते हैं. For the benefit devotees of the people of Kali Yuga, Vyasa abridged it devotees out of great respect for the Sant Kumaras as been instructed by them, which is in the Shiv Maha Purana. Hari Om. हे मुनि, इसको शिव पुराण में को अधिक कलयुग में को मनुष्यों के मन का शुद्ध करने वाला दूसरा पुराण नहीं की होता है. He said this Shiv Mahapuran, devotees in Kali Yuga, is no others could compare with it. And in Kali Yuga itself, what does it do? It purifies the mind, especially of the people in this Kali Yuga, or this terrible age that we live in. Right? The kathas, listening to the Shiv Mahapuran, purifies the mind. You see, Bhagwan gave Shabari the 9 steps of devotion. Pratama bhakta santan kar sanga, dusari rati mama katha prasanga. The first thing you have to get to love is this kind of environment called satsang. For in satsang, 3 major activities take place. Puja, worshiping the feet of God. Kirtan, singing and chanting his praises with a guileless heart, and Katha, listening to his divine nitya. Sravanam, it's called, drinking through the cup of the air, the nectar-like praises of the Lord. Simply by listening to devotees, magic begins to happen to an individual. That's why Shri Ram blessed Shabari Mata with it. So listening to the Shiv Mahapuran, what you will get in Kali Yuga, even other scriptures will not compare with it. जिसके हरियम जन्मांतर को बड़े बड़े को पुण्य किया है, उसके कोई शिव पुराण को सुनने को महाप्रीति को होता है. He said only the intelligent and the highly lucky one, devotees who have accumulated karmas of past and present life, will have the privilege to get to come and listen to it. I told you at the beginning, Punya Punya Binumilahina Santa. Shankar Bhagwan says, you can't go in satsang just like that. You don't come just like that. Right? We don't leave our homes and just come out just like that. Mr. Ramanan is mafikin to come to satsang just so. No. Oh, Thakur from Brazil. It's your Lord Shiva's mercy and our good karmas cause it to happen. Here, devotees, Suji Maharaj is saying here, only those who are blessed by Shankar Bhagavan and good karmas committed, previous and present, have the privilege to listen to Shiv Mahapuran. In fact, all other scriptures in this respect. Hari Om, यहाँ शिव पुराण को परम को उत्तम को शास्त्र पृथ्वी यहाँ को शिव रूप को जानता है. आदर में को हरि ओम इस कार सदा सेवक को करता चाहिए है. What he says here again, devotees, that it is the greatest, devotees, and noblest of all the sacred laws, Puranic, that Purans are there. It is the embodiment of Lord Shiva himself. You see, you notice the bhaktas, Pandit Sanjeev led the devotees to come and do puja. They didn't worship this book here as a book, the embodiment of Shankar Bhagavan. You offer full puja. That's how we treat our holy scriptures. Okay? And devotees, it should be served devotees and realized in this world, this Shiv Mahapuran. Hari Om, इसके पढ़ के सुनने के मनुष्य का श्रेष्ठ को भक्तिमान होकर शीघ्र ही को शिव को साधन रूप को परम पद की को प्राप्त की होता है. by reading and listening to it, devotees, one become very pious and humble. You see, anger and pride, they are the beginning of your downfall. And a true devotee of God have to learn to conquer, especially pride and the abhiman, when we feel that nobody is better than us, and we keep using the I, that's the beginning of your downfall. The Shiv Purana will strip you of these negative qualities. And bhakti will walk into the heart, and when bhakti walks into the heart, you will become the humblest of persons that you could ever find. So you become pious devotees by all means, and instantly attains a Shankar Bhagavan through his grace. You will get that benefit. इस कारण को सब प्रकार को मनुष्यों के उसके को पढ़ा को उचित है, और को इसमें को प्रेम को पढ़ने को ही को सब को कामनाओं की को प्राप्ति होता है. Every effort devotee should be made to read this devotee's Shiv Mahapurana, or devotees take care to listen to it, because it yields desired results, devotees. If you can't read it, go in places where you could hear it. All these texts are now in English, all right? Even though you can look at the video of Namah Shivaya, they have the whole series of it and so on. But all these texts are in English, devotees, and even if you read it in English, you get the blessings too. So listening to it, but you see what has been explained there, you get other knowledge coming out with it. So it's not just reading it like a parrot in this respect, but that blessing will come to you. शिव पुराण के सुनने के मनुष्य को पाप रहित हो जाता है, और अनेकों को भोग कर अंतर में शिव लोक को जागते हैं. He said, by listening to the Shiv Mahapurana, a man becomes sinless. A man can destroy sins committed by him. Let us look at this a bit. The logical law of the universe is the law of karma. What you do, you have to pay for that. Right? Satnarayan Brat Katha tell you, Narad Muni sees sins committed in past, when we come, we bring them. All right? So the sins karma is you have to go through it, and you have to reap it, and you have to suffer it and so on, or reap the good of it. But devotees, there's a difference between Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, and the Kalyug. Kalyug age, although the worst. That's how Kalyug tell Raja Parikshit, and Raja Parikshit let him live. Is in Kalyug, a man has the privilege to burn out bad karmas committed from previous birth and in this birth. Satnarayan Brat Katha tells you. And that's why men in Satyug beg the Lord to born back in Kalyug, because it's easy in Kalyug to get uplift and get moksha. So although the logical law is you have to pay for what you do, we could burn bad karmas in Kalyug. But I can't do it for you, you have to do it yourself. And what is the easiest way recommend to do it? Just get yourself in this kind of environment, satsang. Anywhere it has satsang, Tulsidas make it easy. People cannot concentrate for long in Kalyug. So you say, Eka ghariya, dhi ghariya, thi me puryar. Tulsi sanghata sadhu ke kate kurtiya parad. Maximum of 2 hours. Be it Ramayana, be it Gita, be it Shiv Mahapurana, Bhagavad Puran. Get to like this environment. It tells you in Gita. If you study Gita, Bhagavad Gita, and begin to practice what it tells you to do, Gita has the power to burn out bad sins and build good one. Right? Anything you could do to make a yag happens, devotees, your action towards it, burn your bad karmas. That's why, I keep mentioning this, we must not say we are going to help them in the temple. No, we are going to help ourselves, because anything you could do to make the yag happen helps you to burn your bad karmas. If you could just come and sweep the place, whatever you could do, help cook the food, anything. Eating the remnants of a yag does burn your bad karmas. That food, devotees, will be blessed. It's not jutha. It will be offered to Bhagavan. And by partaking of it after the Brahman juthas it, that has come like parasad. By eating it, it burns away your sin too. So you see, what I'm showing you is that in Kali Yuga we have a privilege. And it tells you here, Shiv Mahapurana too will help you to do that. engrossed in the katha of Shankar Bhagavan, you can burn your bad sins and build good one, helping you to elevate, progress spiritually, materially, and when the time comes to get oneness with Prabhu. But you see again, I can't do it for you. All we could do is create the environment, and beg you to come. But you don't have the simple saying, you could lead the horse to the water where you can't force the horse to drink. But you don't give up, you keep begging others to come. This environment in Kali Yuga is most meritorious. Hari Om Narayana Bhagavana Bhakti Kevalam Charana Kamalibhyo Namo Namam. After devotees live in a comfortable life here, when the time comes you attain Shankar Bhagavan. Jo punya ko, Hari Om Rajasutya ko, Agnisha ko hota hai. The performance of Raj, Sut, Ashwamedh and all these yagyas and so on cannot compare with Shiv Purana Yagya devotees, or this, how you call it, listening devotees to the Shiv Mahapurana. Jo ko prani kalyan ko sthan me ko jade ki iksha ko bhartate hai, bhakti ko niyat nitya ko priti, Shiv ko nirmal ko Puran ko sravana sakte hai. He said here again, devotees, sages again, they treasure the dust of the feet of wise men, devotees who constantly listen to the Shiv Mahapurana. A devotee who likes to listen to Shiv Purana, wise men does rever the feet of those people because of the blessing they have knowing the greatness of the Shiv Purana. May these again who wish, it says here, to attain happiness here and hereafter, devotees, listen to the Shiv Mahapurana. So says Sri Sukdev, Sri Suji Maharaj, devotees to the 88,000 rishis. Hari Om. Yadi ko sabko kaal ko sunne ko, Hari Om asmar ko ho ko nityami ko hokar ko ghari ko suta hai. It says, devotees, if one is unable to listen to it, one should listen it even for a short period every day, if you could help it. And they have the amounts here then. If not in every day, but the holy months of the year, you have Shiv Ratri every month also, all right, on these special occasions and so on. It is going to bring devotees great merits. जो इस पुराणों को सुनते ही वो कर्म रूपी को महा को बन की को भस्म संसार में कुतर को जाता है. Just as how one match will start a forest fire and acres will burn down, so to just beginning to listen to the Shiv Mahapurana, sins committed by such a person begin to burn away, as that forest fire will burn away that environment. Hari Om Narayana Bhakti Kevalam. इस प्रकार को कलप वृक्ष की होता है. The Shiv Purana devotees is like a kalap bridge tree. A kalap bridge is a well-wishing tree. Now, I am telling you something here, and you can believe it or not, but it's true. To me, out of all the divinities that there are, the easiest one to please and to get desires granted is Shankar Bhagavan, Lord Shiva. That's why you see the night of Shivratri is worth dedicating, You get the benefits of a person who would have worshipped Lord Shiva for 365 days. You get it if you observe the Shivratri night in the manner. You don't think it worth it? I mean, look at the sacrifice to make on that night to get a whole year of merits, right? Shankar Bhagwan will be angry with your actions, and as soon as he has Bhola Bhandari Baba, he begins to forgive and to forget. And he blesses you, fulfilling the desires of the heart devotees. Hari Om Narayana Bhakti Kevalam Charan Kamalibhyo Namo Namam. इसी प्रकार के श्री सूर्य महाराज बोले कि हे सौनकादि ऋषियों, विशेषकर को कल युग में शिव पुराण को हरिओम सिवाय को दूसरा धर्म मनुष्य को मुक्ति को साधन करने वाला है. He said in this Kali Yuga age, devotees, the Shiv Mahapurana, by listening to it, it is conducive to leading a person along the pathway that you are sure that moksha at the end of the mortal coil. Right? And that is our main objective for being in this human body. That when the time comes to leave the body, Atma should merge into Paramatma. But reincarnation does take place because of sins committed by us, karmas, and we have to return depending on our karmic situation. You take a body and come back, and you have to keep paying back for it. So we keep coming and going until you could achieve that moksha. And here Sri Sudji Maharaj is saying, by listening to the Shiv Purana, make this objective very easy to achieve. Listening to it, devotees. Hari Om Narayan Bhakti Kevalam. इसी प्रकार को शिव पुराण को श्रवण व उसको को हरिओम नाम को संकीर्तन को कल्प को वृक्ष है, हरिओम समान को मनुष्यों के को फल की देने वाला, इसी संदेह नहीं कि होता है. He said, listening to the Shiv Purana and reciting Bhagwan Shankar's name, no doubt devotees dislike that kalp wreath tree to help and to fulfill with one's desires. It is for the benefit of men in Kali Yuga, devotees, and evil-minded men. Now nobody could say you're 100% perfect. That's why you come down here. If we were perfect, we would not have been in a body. Right? Although in the highest body, right? But in Chaurasi Lakh. And why you come back here? Because you're not perfect. That's why you come here. But here you had the privilege to burn bad karmas, build good ones, and try to get the moksha. So the Shiv Purana is for us. Is for us. Even men who are evil-minded in Kali Yuga, Shiv Purana will purify the mind of that individual. इसी प्रकार को a person is devoid of a virtuous conduct and so on. That's why you see the house of God is an open place for anybody, you know. Right? No matter who come, and once they sit down there and they're disciplined and they do not disrupt and so on, you leave them. You don't know what good merits brought them there. Because this has the power to change one devotees. The nectar of the Shiv Purana, जो पुरुष इसको अमृत को पान को कर देता है, वहाँ को अजर को अमर को हो जाता है. It said a single man devotees who drinks nectar devotees from the Shiv Purana through the cup of the air devotees. What happened? Definitely it's like drinking nectar itself. Listening to the kathas of Shankar Bhagavan from the Shiv Purana is like drinking nectar itself, because it will lead you along a pathway of upliftment that you could finally achieve that moksha. Katha रूपी को अमृत को कूलकों को हरिओम अजर को अमर को कर देने वाला है. If devotees, if the Shiv Purana again is drunk through the cup of the airs, it makes that whole family immortal. You could liberate those in your lineage and so on, devotees, right? Hari Om. विशेष कर को इसको सदा सबको इसको शिव पुराण को परम को पावनी को कथा की होता है. Again, devotees, always remember again, it will bring about devotees sanctifying an individual, the story of the Shiv Purana. That's why, you know, it tells you that every scripture will tell you that. Bhagavad Purana will tell you that. Ramayana will tell you that. You know, what is the cure in Ramayana? As Kakbhusanji says, for the most terrible sickness we suffer, it's called Mansik Rog. Sickness of the mind, which become devotees lost in this Mayak world of Kali Yuga. He said, Ramayana Katha Aushadhi Rupi Hai. The Ramayana Katha is the form of medicine to cure the sickness devotees offer, what you call Mansik Rog. Any Katha devotees, any one of the scripture, be it Ramayana, Shiv Purana, Bhagavad, Gita, Gar Puran, which one you will hear to, they will all help you along that line. But here the stress is on Shiv Purana as we are reading Shiv Purana. So listening to this Katha devotees, it is going to help us, the sanctifying Katha of Bhagavan. It says, devotees, Shiv Purana Katha ko, कि मात्र सही को कि फल की होता है, वे क्या वर्णन करूं को शिव में को अपना को मन को समर्पण को करते कि होता है. If only by listening devotees such good results should come, it tells you here. What can I say? If you should get Shankar Bhagwan to reside in your heart now, it will happen after constantly listening to Shiv Purana. You will develop that love for Shankar Bhagwan. Bhagwan has come and take up his residence here. right? What we have to understand too is that is one God in the whole universe, right? One God in the whole universe. It don't have 20 God. It's one God. Bhagwan has his projected manifestations and so on. You know what Shri Ram said after he done build the bridge when going to Lanka? And he consecrate that Jyotirlinga and Rameshwaram? He said, there is no difference between Lord Shiva and myself. If a person, devotees, thinks of worshiping Lord Shiva and he doesn't want to worship me, not even in dream you could find Lord Shiva. If a person only want to worship me and he has a dislike for Lord Shiva, not even in dream can you get me. No way. Ram Ishwar, that's what we call Ram Ishwar. They are but one. Ram Ishwar. That is one of the 12 Jyotirlings from which Lord Shiva appeared from in person, which is on the southern tip of India, Kanyakumari down there. So it tells you, devotees, just by listening to it, you get Shankar Bhagwan in your heart. For this, Shiv Purana consists of 24,000 Sanskrit meters, which are divided into 7 volumes called Samhitas. Hari Om Charana Kamalibhyo Namo Namam Hari Om Bhagavan Vatsalam Mama Pujitam. इसी प्रकार को जिस घर पे शिव पुराण की कथा को होते वहां को घर को तीर्थ रूपाई. In a home where you have a Shiv Purana Yagya, that house become a holy spot of pilgrimage. Think about it. It transforms the home devotees into a holy spot. इसी प्रकार को हे मुनीश्वरों, हरिओम तभी तक पापी को पापकारी को हरिओम कहाँ को जाता जब तक वहाँ भक्ति शिव पुराण नहीं को सुनते हैं. He said a person is considered a sinner until he listens to the Shiv Purana. The moment you start to listen to Shiv Purana, sins will wash away. Gradually, gradually, gradually. All the holy places of pilgrimage, the rivers and so on and things, there's Tirthan devotees cannot compare with it. जो को हरिओम परम को गति को इच्छा को करने को भक्ति को नित्य शिव पुराण को एक यहाँ को अग को श्लोकी होता है श्री भगवान वत्सलम. If one wishes for moksha, one should recite very often, devotees, kathas from the Shiv Purana, or again listen to it with man vachan karam se, in thoughts, in words and deed. इसी प्रकार शिव जी प्रसन्न हो अपना को पर को प्रदान की होता है कि अंतकाल में को भक्ति के इसको को पढ़ाता की होता है. He said if a person devotees at the point of death and listening to the Shiv Purana devotees, right, he happened to pass away just like Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavad and so on, you're coming back in this world. Any scripture in fact, you happen, right? Well, Gita will tell you if you call Bhagavan Krishna or Bhagavad name. But any name of Prabhu that you will call at the moment of death, for Gita explains what is the last impression on the mind at the moment of death, destines the future state of the soul. So if you are always accustomed singing and chanting the praises of the Lord, it will always be on your tongue. Okay? If you're not accustomed, it will not come there. Anybody who keeps the Shiv Purana devotees, it says, wrapped in silken yellow cloth, right? White silken yellow cloth devotees, अर्थात को शिव पद को प्राप्त की होता है. That love for the feet of Shankar Bhagavan develops quickly in the heart. You offer puja to it also. Little arti and flowers and all these things and so on, you can offer it. हरिओम आलस्य को हित को इसको शिव पुराण नित्य पढ़ने को हरिओम पट को वस्त्रादि को नित्य को सत्कार करने को सुख मिले की होता है. श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल उमापति महादेव की जय. This text, devotees, is this what you call it, should every way again be resorted to, right? Where that environment where it is recited, where Shankar Bhagwan puja takes place, one should make every effort and gravitate there. Gravitate to that environment. Simiti say, just as a tap is dripping, the bucket might take a week to full, but it's going to full. So to little by little by little, from the Katha of Bhagavan, that love for the feet of Prabhu will develop in the heart. यहाँ को निर्मल को शिव पुराण को चतुर वर्ग को देने वाला है, इसको सदा को प्रीति पड़ता और को सुनते को चाहिए कि होता है. Reading it with love and devotion, devotees, it is the greatest provider for perfect welfare in this world. Who don't want to live comfortable here? Progress, devotees, both materially, spiritually, all that you need to live here as in the grihasti, and yet still achieve your objective, which when the time comes to leave here, the soul can merge into oneness with Prabhu. Surji Maharaj saying, this Shiv Purana is the method by which it can be achieved. Veda इतिहास को और को शास्त्रों पर को परमेश्वर को करने वे को मुक्षं को के को सदा को शिव पुराण को जान को चाहते कि होता है. It is the foremost amongst all the scriptures, this Shiv Purana devotees, and यहाँ शिव पुराण को आत्मा को ज्ञानियों को निमित्त अर्थात है. It has again devotees, it resorts to helping you to identify with the Atma or the soul yourself, not this body. It's only when this the third eye is open and the light of knowledge dawns, dispelling the darkness of ignorance, then control comes over the senses of perception and the organs of action, and then Bhagwan begins to reveal himself in the heart. For the organ of the heart is the throne of the Lord, is here God resides. But he is not revealed in all. As I always mention, there's an imaginary mirror over the heart, and this is sometimes seriously clouded by a thick film of dust made up of the negative qualities that we have in us. Kama, krodha, madha, lobha, ahankar, anger, hatred, greed, jealousy, malice, deceit, envy, and all these things. It's only when you wipe out that devotees, then Bhagavan reveals himself. And how you'll wipe it? The place to get it wiped out clean, like you put on new wiper blade on your wiper for the car, is this kind of environment, satsang. We have to gravitate to satsang. Is the easiest place in the Kali Yuga devotees to help you to burn sins, build good karmas, elevate yourself both materially and spiritually. Bhakti will guide you along a pathway that you must have upliftment. It don't have no if and but about that, you know. Because I have always advocated, anytime a Hindu is not progressing, his lifestyle is wrong. If you really live as you should as a Hindu, you must progress, you have to progress, you're bound to progress. You must uplift. Our forefathers showed us that when they came here in 1845, coming here with nothing, and after 177 years, look where we are. But you have to live according to your dharma. Sanatan Dharma is not just a religion in inverted commas. It's a way of life. You have to live it. And part of that lifestyle is regular satsang. Regular satsang. Where three things happen: worshiping Prabhu, kirtan, singing and chanting his praises with a guileless heart, and katha, listening to his nitya. The great thing is that we belong in Kali Yuga, maximum is 2 hours. But this environment stressed by Kali Yuga to Raja Parikshit, it works wonders, devotees, in this age. Hari Om Narayanaye Paramatamaye Govindaye Namo Namah. Hari Om. इसी प्रकार को मैं प्रसन्नता को शिव पुराण को सदा प्रणाम को करता हो. शिव जी को इसका प्रसन्न को अपने को चरणों को प्रीति है. श्री विंद उमापति महादेव की जय. It says again, the 3 types of distresses, you know, what is caused through karma, natural disasters. You see what happened in Turkey and Syria and all these places and so on. What happened, devotees, it's so sad, you know. So the mercy of Shankar Bhagwan does prevent you from falling a victim to that. They take out a baby with the umbilical cord still attached. I think the mother died, right? But this child has to live. Look at that karma of that child. Think of it. Shankar Bhagwan will prevent all these negative issues happening to you. right? You'll be able to live comfortably here, progress, and yet still achieve that oneness devotees with Prabhu. So I tell you, he says, you should take advantage and listen to the Shiv Maha Purana. Now, he gives a little issue here about a katha, that what benefits were gotten by a person who listened to this katha. Let us hear it. Hari Om Narayana Bhakti Kevalam Charan Kamalibhyo Namo Namam Krishnaya Paramatamaye Govindaye Namo Namam Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shankar Bhagavan Ki Jai Hari Bhakti Valam Joko Hari Om Sri Bhagavan Mama Pujitam Pratigrihitam. He said, let me tell you an occasion that did take place at one time. Sri Bhagavan Vatsalam, इसी प्रकार एक को ज्ञान बुवल को ब्राह्मण को रहता था, वहां को दरिद्र का को बेचने वाला हरिओम देव धर्म से को परामुख था। संध्या को स्नान को भ्रष्ट को वैश्य, हरिओम वृद्धि को पराया को देवराज नाम को हरिओम श्री विश्वासी को जनों के थकने वाला है। He said one time there was a Brahmana by the name of Devraj, but he lived a very, very slack life away from his dharma. He never do Sandhya, he never liked to bathe. Huh? I watch in a Western, the fella say, but he never custom bathing during the week. How they bathe during the week? He accustomed once a week on weekend, but they bathe him during the week now. So he find that strange, you know. So he never made Sandhya, he never do good devotees. He always ended up on the wrong pathway of life, as you see then. And again, you didn't born a Brahman by guess of coincidence. It's good karma, and anytime you neglect that, you're going to lose it in this respect. All right? So devotees, he moved about that place. And he had his wife, his parents sitting with him. So what happened? Not practicing and living along. इसी प्रकार ब्राह्मण को क्षत्रिय को वैश्य को शूद्र तथा को जानने को मारकर कोने को प्रपंच को जानने को धन को लेता है. All his study was money, robbing and killing, and he lived the life of a Vaishya, you know, and he covers, put it aside his karma to do the karma of others. And anytime you start to look after money, dishonest ways that's coming and all these things and so on. So here devotees, इसी प्रकार को स्नान करने को यथा को वहां एक को भावती नाम शोभावती नाम को वैश्या को देखकर वहां को विहल हो गया. One day he went to bathe by the pond, and there was a beautiful girl, Shobhavati was her name, a Vaishya girl there. But she lived a very loose life also. And seeing him and knowing him to have plenty wealth, money in fact, right? सुंदर उसको धनी को ब्राह्मण को अपने को वस्त्र देखकर प्रसन्न हुआ है. What happened, devotees? He fell for her and he left his home and went to live with her. इसी प्रकार एक दिन को ईर्ष्या को रात्रि माता पिता और को अपनी को बहुत के उसमें सोता है, मार डाला और को अनेक को धन को हरने वाला की होता है. Now living a loose life with no control, devotees, over your senses of perception and the organs of action, and with this kind of person with you now, she's seen money, so she wants to spend, right? And so he kept spending and fixing everything good for her and so on. Money started to run low. Our forefathers showed us, anytime you start to ill-treat money, money does leave and go. Anytime you bring dishonest money and put it with your good money, just pull away the good one and carry it. Because money is Lakshmi too. We rever that as Lakshmi Mata. Okay? It's important, you must have it to live in this world. So devotees, what happened? He started taking and looking for money in order to support her vices and all these things and so on. And what he did one time, one night, he killed his mother and father and his wife. Took all their belongings, what they had, and brought it for her. Hari Om isi prakar ko Bhagavan Vatsalam. नारायण भक्ति, वहां पापी को भक्षक को वस्तु का को भक्षण करता हुआ को बधिर को पीने की इच्छा को किए है. As a Brahmana, he ate on forbidden food, right? A Brahmana is not supposed to use alcohol and eat meat and all them things and so on. You're not supposed to take jutha from other people and all these things and so on. It'll strip you of all your good, niti and so on. So he end up in like this, devotees, addicted to liquor and so on. What happened eventually? Money, and he used to eat even her jutha too. Right? Instead of the wife eating the husband jutha, he used to eat her jutha too. Right? So all his good nitya, he started to strip of it. Hari Om, Eka Samay, Daiva Yog ko Pratishthanupam, Hari Om, आया वहाँ को साधु जनों के युक्त एक शिवलाया को देखा कर की होता है. Now what happened, devotees? When early morning dawn, she threw him out of the house. Right? He can't support her again. She don't want you. Right? Or the fellow said, no money, no love. Right? So she threw him out of the house. And having nowhere to go because he committed such terrible sin. He killed his mother, his father, his wife, took all their belongings, what they have, jewelry, everything, and gave it to her. That finished too now. She don't want him now. He end up on the street. Devraj moved about. Hari Om. So by chance, devotees, he came to the city of Pratishthan. इसी प्रकार साधु जनों को युक्त एको शिव वाला शिव मंदिर को देखा है. And in that place, devotees, there was a Bhagwan Shankar temple where there's a very saintly people assembled there. Saintly people come to the mandir because you have to be, if you come in temple, you will discipline yourself. You will not eat meat and so on, drink alcohol and things because you come in temple. Anytime you take a bath, put on clean clothes, keep your mind pure and you come in. So saintly people were there in the temple, devotees, and he happened to reach there, hungry and thirsty and all them things and so on, thrown out with all his worries on his head and his sins committed by him. Could you imagine? Wahan ko yahan Brahman ko jawar ko pirita ko. And what happened when he reached there? He developed a very, very high fever. Right? Ague fever, a real terrible fever, and fever could kill you. So what happened? Narayan, वहाँ ब्राह्मण को जवर को पीड़ित हो को इस तत्वा को वहाँ को इसमें को ब्राह्मण को मुख से को शिव को संबंधी नी कथा को श्रवण करते हैं. Now devotees, there, now weak and unable to move because of the fever and the sickness, he lay down right there in the Bhagwan Shankar temple. Right? He remained there. And he heard devotees, although he's sick, by hearing the kathas reciting. Now good karmas lead him there. Always a condition that lead him there to becoming sick. He couldn't move. So he had no choice but to anchor himself there. And listening to the katha of Bhagwan Shankar devotees, what happened? It was conducted by a holy Brahmana who was narrating the katha. जवल से पीड़ित को वहां को देवराज को यमदूत को पास को बंधन प्राप्त को करा कर को हरिओम बल से यमपुर में को लेकर की होता है. Now it tells you here, devotees, after a month with very, very high fever, he died. He died, devotees, there on the same day when it came to an end. You see how things happen? Now Yamraj attendants came down. Yamraj is the Lord of justice. So his attendants came down to take the soul to hell because of the kind of lifestyle this man lived. Alright? So here what happened here now. Hari Om. इसी समय को त्रिशूल को हाथ में लिए शिव गणों के हरि ओम स्वर्ग में को भस्म लगाए को शरीर को रुद्राक्ष पहले को की होता है. Now when they arrive, the attendants of Lord Shiva come with Trisul and all their Rudraksha and all these things and so on. Right? And they say, hey, hello, hello, hello. You cannot take this soul to Narak, to hell. So they start to argue, how can that be? Shiva lok mein ko aakar ko krod kar yampur mein priti ko hari om unke ko duto ko तराने वाले को बारंबार को तर्ज करके होता है श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल उमापति महादेव की जय. Their devotees, they threaten the attendants now of Yamraj to beat them and so on. And releasing Devraj from their clutches because they had them already. The gunners, the attendants of Lord Shiva, now took control of that soul. Okay? And they saw him going up in the aerial car to Shiva Lok. So then what happened? I mean, that ain't right, you understand? What happened there? Haidiyam. Bait karve ke दूता कैलाश को ले जाता इच्छा को करने वाला है. Heading for कैलाश पर्वत devotees. उस समय हरिओम यमपुर में महालोकों के हुआ को धर्मराज को उसके सुनकर को उसके मंदिर को बाहर को आया है. By this time devotees, Dharmraj himself, devotees came out there. Okay? And seeing devotees, these attendants of Lord Shiva, Dharmraj welcomed them, honored them, and worshipped them. So the gunners, the Yamduta and the messengers of Lord Yamraj. Now you have to read the Garuda Purana and you will know a description of the Yamdut. They tell you when somebody about to die, they just come wrong you. Right? And all of a sudden you hear, oh gosh, pain. It's not that, you know, it hit you, ek ghunsa hai, one cough here, and you ball in pain. The Jamduta will do all kind of thing to you there. They black as coal and the hair stand up like 4 inches nail. Right? And the teeth going cut, 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 cut. You know, this is the way. Read the Garuda Purana, it's in English. You'll get an idea. And sometimes this person lying down there and well, senses going and so on. You can't understand what taking place there. But the Jamduta around there waiting to snatch that soul. So he pay you to do good with this body while you have it. Right? You want the gunners and them to come instead of the Yamdut. So here what happened here now? He adored them and so on. And then he said, और को अज्ञात चक्षुओं को यमराज को उनके को सबको वृत्तांत जान लिए उसको भय के कारण को महात्मा शिव दूतों के कुछ न कहा है बोलो उमापति महादेव की जय. Yamraj came to know of everything, devotees, and then with that now he did not question the attendance of his death and even those that came from Shankar Bhagavan because he know the importance of it. Hari Om. इसी प्रकार कौर को वे को पूजित होकर कैलाश गणों के और को पार्वती के हरि ओम श्री पार्वती के सहित को शिव का को उसके को पाप हानि की को इच्छा से दिया है श्री उमापति महादेव की जय. They came to Kailash, handed over the Atma to Bhagavan Shankar devotees who kept that there with him to serve them. Hari Om. परमात्मा पावनी को शिव पुराण को कथा धन्य की होता है. That Bhagavan Yamraj now, you know what he do? He started to reprimand now the Yamduta them. He said, let me tell you something. You see, anywhere on this earth where they call him God name, Vishnu name, and Shiv name, and Hanuman and Durga and anybody, right? He warned them carefully, you know. He said, you see them long trucks as mark, keep 17 meters away, stay 100 meters from them people. Don't go near it at all. Don't go near it. Because there's another katha that deals with Ajamil. Ajamil devotees did not live a nice life. He was a sinner too. But what happened? He put his name, devotees, Narayan. So at the moment of death, he was calling his son name, you know. Narayan kaha hai, Narayan kaha hai, Narayan, where are you, where are you? And same time the life leave the body. So all the Jamdut come wrong, they had out to take the messengers of Vishnu come down. They say, you can't carry that man. They say, but he's no righteous man. He said, but this man called God name at the moment of death. And when they went back to find out from Yamraj, Yamraj explained to them, anywhere you see people on this earth calling Bhagwan name and singing and chanting his praises and glories and involved in his activities, stay far from that place. This is how it Kali Yuga, the power of it. You see, that's why long ago too, Hindu people used to put their children name after deity's name. They call them Lakshmi or Durga Shiva, you know, Vishnu, Krishna. So himself you die and you call him Krishna, kaha hai, and your life go. You get it? But today we are ashamed to put Hindu names for our children. We are ashamed. We have to accept that. Even self, you put a Hindu name, you put an English name in front and hide the Hindu name in the middle. And not realizing how important that name is, because it was taken out at the moment of birth, that your whole horoscope for the rest of your life depends on that. Right? So our noble tradition, we and all too, we are ashamed of it, devotees. Be proud of what is yours. You have not borrowed it from anybody. It has been handed down to you. Your names are so beautiful, Hindi names. And names have genders and meaning. You just put a name Jesu. They carry gender, they have male or female, and they also have the meaning of them. So it's something to look back and think about it. So devotees, Hari Om, सदा को शिव को महात्मा यो और को परम धाम कहते हैं, वे को जानने वाले हरि ओम। पंडित ने को कहा है शिवलोक में सबको लोकों की होता है, श्री उमापति महादेव की जय। That great seat of Bhagwan Shankar, devotee, is the greatest abode of all the noblest of positions that the scholars wish to achieve, devotees. Look at who achieved it, the Devraj. Although he lived a very loose life, very slack life, and all these things and so on. Well, everything is the mercy of the Lord. Being thrown out, remember the Katha and Bhagavad reading where the Brahman only wanted wealth and everything was taken away. You have nothing now, so who you could depend on? When everybody fail you, the Lord will fail you. And the house of the Lord does not fail you either. That's why here is a universal, any place of worship of the Lord is a universal environment. And one should be always welcome once you observe the various disciplines and so on. When everybody else fail you, I am telling you that Shiva Ling inside you will not fail you. You come there and offer a little dhar or prayer whatsoever and bend down and lay your head, touch that ling, and you're going to see the mercy of Lord Shiva does operate. You will get help. There is always a way out, devotees. And young people must know that, because stress and frustration and all these things in this time that we live in. Turn to the house of God. You can't get it otherwise. This is the place you're going to get it. And the environment recommended is satsang, for which we are here, like tonight and the other 2 nights, devotees and ongoing. And I always say, you see, satsang should not be just once in a while when you have yoga. Satsang has to be ongoing. It should be a weekly issue, at least once a week, at least. Satsang is the holy environment created with love, where puja, worship to the Lord takes place, singing His praises and listening to His katha. But it has to be done with love. It's devotees, an environment that transforms an individual. And just like how Devraj happened to reach in that environment by the Lord's mercy and some little karma he had. He falls sick, he couldn't move. Probably if he could have moved, he'd have moved on. But because he couldn't move, so weak, he remained right there. And whilst he remained there, the Katha of Bhagwan Shankar Pongin in his ears, he happened to die. Right? Leaving the body now. Messengers of Jamdut come. He's a wicked man. He lived no thing life. And that's why you see, you don't stop begging people to come to satsang. You might beg somebody, keep begging them. He's fed up, ask him to come. I asking him again. You know, one day that person might make up his mind to come. And when he comes, he get more than you who in it all the time. This happens. It happens, devotees. So take advantage, right? Where there is satsang, gravitate. That is the greatest place in this age of Kali Yuga, where Bhagwan's katha will be heard. Through the katha, all right? The katha will cause your third eye to open, you know, and the light of knowledge will dawn, dispelling the darkness of ignorance. And when knowledge begins to dawn, devotees, you yourself will see a transformation taking place in your life. Hari Om Brahmaro Kshatriya ko Vaishya ko Shuddha tatha अंत में दूसरा को प्राणी को धन्य वाला है. Hari Om Shri ko Bhagwan Vatsalam. He said, Devraj, who was that base Brahman. He never lived his life, addicted to alcohol, all right, on the wrong side. He was slave of his own parents and wife devotees. Only lived for the sake of greed. He killed them devotees, and he killed many again, many to support his vice. So when you have the vice now and you can't get it, you have to look to see where you can get the fund to support it. So he went that way. He became a liberated soul, devotees, just on reaching that simple place where was the home of Shankar Bhagavan, the mandir. Again, some good, he fell sick. Again, sick is bad, but it was good for him. He couldn't move. And these kathas penetrated his ears when the soul left the body. Krishna Bhagavan says in Gita, what is the last impression on the mind at the moment of death destines the future state of the soul. Right? So all that devotees he had the privilege to involve in. The gunners of Lord Shiva said, no, 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 you can't carry the soul down to hell, no. And by that grace of Shankar Bhagavan, he attained oneness with Shivji. Iti Sri Skanda Purane Hari Om Sri Skande Maha Purano Shiv Puran ko Mahatmaye Devaraj Mukti ko Varnanam Dvitiyo Adhyay Samapti Bolo Shri Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Prem se Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. So devotees will stop here as it brought to an end. And we do not go over 9 o'clock in the mandir. We have other activities. But may the blessings of this katha be upon us all bhaktas and devotees, all who are listening with us. May that devotion to Shiv Baba take up residence in the heart and continue to grow, allowing you to achieve oneness with Him. Bolo Shri Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Now, before we have Havan and Bhajan and so on, we normally do jap. And doing jap is a very, very great thing, eh? Right? You can use your mala, and what mala is favorite for Lord Shiva? The Rudraksh mala, if you have it, okay? If not, you're not deprived of it. You can simply use your hand. Using your hand, you can do jap. You cross your hands like this. So the right hand, which is on the left side, you count in here. You have on each finger, you have 3, right? 3 joints then. So 4 by 3 is 12. And when you count 12 here, your left hand, which is on your right hand side, you put 1 here, 112. So when you do 9 12s, it will give you 108. So you would have completed a mala. So let's sit upright. Cross your hands like this. If you have your mala, you want to use it, no problem. And we are going to silently chant Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Bolo Mahapati Mahadev ki jai. By Saturday, you'll be able to sit out 108 times in one ingoing breath if you practice it. Okay? So God bless you all. Tonight, devotees, we want to say, all right, Baba will be organizing for Hawan. A happy birthday to our dear Sister Maram Gula Narayan. Today she celebrates her birthday. Very, very dedicated devotee of this mandir and the community instead. She sponsored all the issues for tonight, prasad, food and all these things and so on. It is not strange of her because she's accustomed doing a lot of charity work. Plenty, plenty, plenty. So, Maram Gola, well, say Maram Gola, so I'll remember Golana. Right? On behalf of all present here, I'll ask the group later on, after we complete, to sing a happy birthday song to you, wishing you Bhagwan blessing, good health and so on. And she's one of the, she hadn't really good with doubles, so you mightn't see her in Grandi, but she'll sell on Saturday morning home in La Saiva if you need doubles. Okay? All right? So happy birthday to you, and thanks so much again for your generous contribution tonight. Devotees, we have tomorrow and Saturday night. Saturday we'll have Jagran. Jagran means we'll be here for the whole night till morning. We'll have security and all these things and so on. Remember, Shivratri day you should not eat or drink and you should stay awake. Also, devotees at any temple provide like cane and belpat and all these things and so on. So we do look forward to seeing you tomorrow night and also on Saturday when we keep Jagran, and it goes on to Sunday, which is not a working day. And what is magnificent about this mandir over the past years, knowing the great value of keeping Jagran, this mandir does be full as tonight on a Shivaratri night. Right? We'll have the Kirtan Mandali here, we'll be rendering bhajans and so on throughout the night. So, Prem Se Umapati Mahadev ki jai. I pass you over to the group, we'll render bhajan whilst Havan takes place. We want you, after receiving Arati at the end, Panchamrit and Prasad, please partake of what is prepared. We have not resorted to open air eating. Everything is packaged and you take, because there are still cases, and we want you still to observe all the precautions put into COVID-19. Right? You wish to wear, we are not forcing anybody, but we have the temperature check outside, the sanitizer there. You want to keep on your mask, you play it safe. And if for some reason you may be coming out with a cold or whatsoever, you really should keep away in this way. Although we want you, but yet still, you don't want to give it to others. So take all necessary precautions. Since COVID started, we have never had a case in this mandir. And every activity, every week since temple opened back, we have ongoing activities flowing. But this place is sanitized right before any activity takes place. Puja is finished, it is sanitized again. So let us stand, please, as we join in our concluding arati for this evening, praising Bhagwan Shankar, Shiv Mahapuran, and all other divinities. Hari Om Yani Kani Chapapani Janavantar Gretani Ta Tani Tani Vinashanti Pradakshina Parhe Parhe Deepanam Jai Shiva Omkara Har Jai Shiva Omkara Brahma Vishnu Sata Shiva Brahma Vishnu Sata Shiva Aradham Ki Dhara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Swami Hari Omkara Brahma Vishnu Sata Shiva Brahma Vishnu Sata Shiva Aradham Ki Dhara Om Jai Shiva Omkara Ekanand Chaturanand Panchanan Raje Swami Panchanan Raje हंसानन गरुड़ासन
हंसानन गरुड़ासन वृषभासन सारे ओम जय शिव ओंकारा।
दो भुज चार चतुर्भुज दस भुज के सोहे स्वामी
दस भुज के सोहे
नहीं रूप निरखता
दीन ही रूप निरखता त्रिभुवन
जन मोहि ओम जय शिव ओंकारा
ओम जय शिव ओंकारा। स्वामी हरि शिव ओंकारा ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव आदि गंगीधारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा।
अक्षमाला बंदमाला ओम बुंदमाला धारी स्वामी
मुंडमाला धारी
चंदन मृग मद सोये
चंदन मृग मद सोये भाले शुभकारी ओ जय शिव ओंकारा।
पीतांबर पीतांबर बागंबर अंगे स्वामी
भागंबरी अंगे
आदिक सनकादिक
ब्रह्मादिक सनकादिक
प्रीतादिक संगे ओम जय शिव ओंकारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा।
स्वामी हरि शिव ओंकारा ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव आदि गंगीधारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा।
हर के बीच कमंडल चक्र त्रिशूल धरता स्वामी
चक्र त्रिशूल धरता
जग करता जग भरता
जग करता जग भरता
जग संहार करता
ओम जय शिव ओंकारा।
ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव जानत अतिवेगा स्वामी
जानत अभिवेगा
प्राण पाक शर्मधे
प्राण पाक्ष सर्वधि तीनों ही वेगा
ओम जय शिव
ओंकारा।
यह आरती शिव जी की जो कोई नर गावे स्वामी भगत शिवानंद स्वामी
भगत शिवानंद स्वामी
सुख संपत्ति पावे ओम जय
शिव ओंकारा।
ओम जय शिव ओंकारा स्वामी
हरि शिव ओंकारा
ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव
ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव
हरि गंगीधारा ओम जय शिव
ओंकारा
ओम जय शिव
ओंकारा
ओम जय शिव
ओंकारा।
ओ मेरे बम भोले रे मेरे बम भोले रे बम भोले बम भोले बम भोले रे मेरे बम भोले रे मेरे बम भोले रे
बम भोले बम भोले बम भोले रे मेरी बम भोले रे मेरी बम भोले रे। काशी जी के विश्वनाथ अनाथों के नाथ
काशी जी के विश्वनाथ नाथों के नाथ
काशी जी के विश्वनाथ अनाथों के नाथ मेरे बम भोले रे मेरे बम भोले रे बम भोले बम भोले बम भोले रे मेरी बम भोले बम भोले बम भोले बम भोले रे मेरे 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 बम भोले रे।
प्रेम से उमापति महादेव की जय। We humble ourselves in prayerful submission, giving thanks to Bhagwan for these moments that we have had on this first night of these 3 nights of Shiv Purana Yagya, on this occasion of Maha Shivratri. May Bhagwan Shankar bless each and every one. Ganapati Girija Preda Bhatvajam Chanamukho Nanati Mukadhimadhima Manujamala Trishulam Breghasvacham Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Rigved Yajurved Samveda Dharmana Charuveda Kalyan Asirvad Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu Mangalam Garuvajam Mangalam Pundre Kaksham Mangalai Tanohari Tvameva Mata
Cha Pita Tvameva
Tvameva Bandhu
Cha Sakha Tvameva
O Tvameva Vidya
Dravilam Tvameva
Tvameva Sarvam
Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om।
प्रेम से बोलिए उमापति महादेव की जय, सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय, आदि शक्ति जगदम्बे माता की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, बोलो सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवता की जय, साधु गुरु के दंडवत जय जय सीताराम। आपकी आसन लीजिए, काइंडली बी सीटेड।